Hello to our gentleman that tests the sound out, possibly in Melbourne, I believe, Sportscast. So hopefully you're doing well, my friend, and enjoy the game. Happy Mother's Day to all our mums and those that are like our mums. And we welcome everyone tonight to the Lake Macquarie Regional Football Facility for this Round 11 clash between the bottom-placed Emerging Jets and 10th place Northwestern Sydney Spirit. Should be a very, very entertaining match, that's for sure. Don't let the ladder positions fool you. It's going to be a big game. The Jets have shown that they're no pushover at home, and they'll make it very tough for the Spirit. They've drawn two of their last three games at home. They probably should have won one of those, and the Spirit will be very aware of it. The Spirit drew their sixth game on the weekend, and they fought back to draw with Apia Leichhardt. It'll be a terrific spectacle indeed, and they could have gotten more up, the Spirit. They were lucky in the end to escape with a point, but will take that confidence into this week where they will expect to secure their second win of the campaign. The Jets have been knocking on the door in the last two games, and were only defeated by the Bulls Academy and top side Manly 3-2. Can the Jets get their first win since August 2022? We'll have 90 minutes to find out here on Football New South Wales. My name's Ashley Borg in commentary this evening. Hope you enjoy all the action wherever you're watching all over New South Wales, anywhere in Australia or across the world. Our starting lineups for the Jets: Wallandale 3, 4 Milan Hammond, 7 Sophie Howarth, 8 Claire Adams, 9 Emma O'Hagan, 10 Isabella Threlfo, 12 Zoe Karapetis, 15 Alexis Collins, 16 Layla Sharp, 23 Josie Allen, and 32 Lily Rose Dunbar. For the Spirit, 3 Erin Pridmore, the captain, 4 Sarah Morgan, 7 Kaya Buchanan, 11 Ella Abdul Masih, 13 Morgan Roberts, 15 Savannah Murray as we kick off in this round 11 fixture. And I'll go through the remainder of the team shortly when there's a little bit of a lull, as we see the Spirit on the ball here through the agency of Kasha. So 16's Kayla Osborne, 17 Ella Buchanan, 18 Natalie Kasha, 23 Claire Holder, their top goal scorer, joint top goal scorer, and their custodian in goal is the number 41, Katie Offer. So it'll be a very interesting match, this one. The Jets looking for their first win since August 2022, but they dare not say it. They've been knocking on the door. Josie Allen has been very instrumental for them, and they've got a couple of Jet stars back this evening also in Milan Hammond, who played in a semi-final against Melbourne City and acquitted herself quite well. But the Spirit trying to wrestle control of this midfield here. Hammond not receiving the best of footballs there, and the Spirit will control the football now through their skipper. Buchanan with their first run into the Jets half, and Karapetis, who had a terrific game last week, by all accounts, will take the first touch. That's a little dangerous. It's the Jets' way. They like to play attacking football through their coach, Ryan Campbell. And as I said before, Zoe Karapetis fired a pass into Alexis Collins, who scored. And even though they lost 3-2, they lost no respect from the Football New South Wales fraternity. They've had 2 3-2 losses in a row to back up 2 draws at home, and then a 5-0 defeat by the 13th place Football New South Wales Institute. That one was a little bit out of character for them. So the North and Western Sydney Spirit controlling the football now. As I said, they've had 6 draws this season. Probably could have turned 2 or 3 of those into wins. They'd be higher up the table. This one will be a battle of attrition, that's for sure. Beautiful conditions here in Newcastle at the Spears Point Lake Macquarie Regional Football Facility. No wind to speak of. Right on top of our heads, there's no cloud in the sky, and it's been a wonderful Mother's Day. I hope you've all enjoyed your Mother's Day, to all of our mums and those who are like mums to us. It's a Spirit dominating the early possession here as Josie Allen commits a rather cynical foul. Probably lucky not to get booked. Kai Buchanan now to Ella Buchanan. Couple of players running into each other there in the Jets. Wallendow and Hammond, and Wallendow a little worse for wear. She's just trying to run that off. So Spirit continue to recycle it in their own half. Untidy, Jets are on here. They just about were through Adams, but they've managed to work this through Kaya Buchanan now. Morgan Roberts. Karapetis is going to clear the danger, not overly convincingly. But Adams will take that touch to Wallendow, and the Jets senior connection get it away to O'Hagan. It's asking a little bit too much there of Claire Adams, that pass. The reserve grade game just completed was won by the Spirit 2-1. The Jets missed a penalty of about 7 minutes from time to level the scores, so they'll feel a little bit unlucky there losing that one, and that's a very quickly taken free kick. And our Northern New South Wales referee says, no, you'll need to slow down. As always in an emerging Jets fixture on a synthetic pitch, good conditions, and the pace is red hot as Hammond once again not getting the service she needs to start this game. She's going to chase one down now. Almost getting in the way there, but Kai Buchanan, she's been very good early in this one. Ball goes through. Here's a real chance for the Spirit. Nice save. Dunbar was equal to it. Believe that's Dunbar. I'm looking at the number I've got for Dunbar and the one that's on the back. They're not the same. So I'll have to have a look at that one. First chance of the game. Here's another opportunity for the Spirit. Dunbar comes out or commits wholeheartedly. That was ball and all. What a tackle. And they're playing that high line. The Jets, like they always do, have got the attacking mindset. The Spirit have breached them twice already, and they're lucky they're still 0-0. Kasha. Morgan. Hustled off it there by Hammond. Here's Hammond, but she just, the miscontrol there. Morgan Roberts. Ella Buchanan. Kai Buchanan. That's not too bad, but just a little overhit, and Throlfo cleans up the scraps for the Jets and then turns it over. Kasha in the right place at the right time, and Savannah Murray will restart it and send it back through the defence. Good patient build up. It's turned over again. Wallendow just a little slow to release. No excuses on the slick surface, that's for sure, when you're playing on the synthetic. Ball control. Probably a little tougher on the legs in terms of fitness-wise, but in terms of controlling the ball, shouldn't be an issue at all. The Sharp controls that well to Collins, but Collins hustled out of it. Karapetis again in the way for the Jets, but it's turned over again. It's been a litany of errors at this point in this opening 10 minutes for the emerging Jets. They need to settle that down. Spirit have turned it over a few times also, but they've dominated possession in this first 10. The skipper's got the ball now, Pridmore. Murray. Good turn on Allen. Run here to Osborne, and we have our first offside flag of the evening. So last night, Northern Tigers defeated the Illawarra Stingrays at Turramurra by 3-2 to climb into the top 4. Dominikovic scored for the Tigers after 13 minutes. Siobhan Edwards equalised after 28. We'll come back to that one in a second as Adams has it. And she's going to turn it over. Buchanan now, Ella. Got hold of a hit in the middle. Miscontrolled. Quick throw out. They're going to put themselves in trouble, are they, the Jets? And it's out of play. So after half-time in the Tigers-Stingrays game, it was 1-1. Keach then scored for the Tigers to go 2-1 up. Nojima equalised in the 70th minute, and Jade Makatamni won the game for the Tigers in the 71st with her second goal in 2 games to put the Northern Tigers into 4th place. Joe, it's tough work there by Holder. Morgan with a tidy ball. Roberts has got a bit of space. Good ricochet. Holder. Gee, was a good snapshot. Ella Buchanan now. You can see Holder's going to be dangerous. She gets any chance. Wallendale. It's off the ref. Referee common sense probably would have said just let that play. It went straight to the Jets player, but rules are rules. And we restart. So Wallendale. Throlfo let that run across the body very nicely indeed. And well cut out again by Murray. Haven't quite seen Josie Allen on the ball too often yet. She's dangerous when she gets it, and I'm sure the Spirit will be very well aware of her capabilities. That's a great ball over the top there to Morgan Roberts. Roberts in space, chipping the keeper! Oh, that is exquisite. What a finish. Morgan Roberts. 12 minutes gone. Spirit 1, Jets 0. Was a great ball over the top. Roberts saw the keeper off the line, and the chip was magnificent. Deadlock broken after 12 minutes. Spirit 1. Jets 0. Important game here for the Spirit. They get this second win. They can climb up that table and start to make a foray into the top places. It was all set up. I think it was Murray that hit the pass. It was a sensational ball over the top. Roberts knew exactly where the goals were. She knew exactly where the keeper was, and the finish was just terrific. That'll be one for your goal of the week highlight reels there, for sure. Can the Jets hit back? They've been scrappy. And there's another example of it. So Karapetis cleans it up. Myler for lines the keeper if this doesn't go right. Here's Massey. Oh, that challenge not good. Ref's got a decision. Yellow card. I think it's Threlfo in the 10. I believe it's Threlfo in the 10. We just don't get those sort of snippets in our earpieces. So here's the yellow card. Might even be the 16, Layla Sharp, but nonetheless, it's a free kick to the Spirit, and the Jets have a habit of conceding goals in bunches. They don't want to do this here. There's a ricochet, and Dunbar very grateful for it. Allen's got her first opportunity here, but it's taken off her feet. Ball in. Here's a chance again for Roberts. No, that's an own goal. And I did just say they concede goals in bunches, and believe that's Zoe Karapetis that's conceded the own goal. And now it's 2-0 to the Spirit. 14 minutes in. Taking it off the toe. Driving into the box. Fed the ball in, and Karapetis didn't have a lot of chance really to manipulate the body. She ended up tapping it in her own net. So the Jets with it all to do here after 14 minutes, but they do have the capability. This ball comes in and offer doesn't offer anything. This ball looks like it's coming onto the cherry picker here, but it fell a little short. It's well off the boot there by Katie Offer, but they've managed to manipulate it well. Ref's called a free kick. Safe to say the Spirit have come here with a plan, and they've come here to dominate. They're not going to let the young emerging Jets settle. And it's worked very well so far. They've really rattled the emerging Jets, the Spirit. Their passing's been off. Their high line's been broken several times, and their short passing has been very questionable. Hasn't been as tidy as they have in the past few weeks. Here's another one. Comes out to Adams. They've got O'Hagan out wide if we can get round. So Claire now gets round. Goes inboard. Probably would have been better to go to O'Hagan out wide. And O'Hagan's going to get it now. So O'Hagan back to Karapetis. Hammond. The A-League Jets connection. Dunbar as well. Just past the quarter-hour mark. Hope you're enjoying all the action wherever you're watching around New South Wales, Australia, or around the world. Ashley Borg is my name for Football New South Wales. It's currently 2-0 the Spirit. Another turnover here. Here's Messier. Messier cuts in, tries to beat the keeper, and it's a good save. Here's Roberts. Morgan. Hammond now, but it's 5-on-1. She's got nowhere to go, really. She's going to have to do this herself, and milked a foul very well. That looks like a card to Natalie Kasher. And they'll restart play. So the Jets, not a good pass. Been very untidy so far. The only thing Katie Offer's had to do so far is basically pick up a ball and kick it off the 6-yard box like she's just done there. They've offered absolutely nothing, the Jets, so far in attack. There's Karapetis, whose own goal puts the Jets 2 goals behind. To Allen, who's been very well held. Sharp turns it over nearly. This is Holder. Holder could go wide. This is Roberts. Roberts. That's wide of the target. But it's another sign of intent from the Spirit. They're trying to kill it early. Tony Candy would be very happy with his charges in his first 18 minutes. Good healthy crowd here. Some good support from the Spirit. Probably a good 70 or 80, maybe even 100 people here for the Spirit. It's great to see the opposition. They've travelled a long way to get here. It's a long way back down the highway. I can very much vouch for that myself. I do some work with other organisations in Sydney, and it's a long way home in the dark. As Sophie Howarth will get a throw in here for the Jets. Nice touch. Can they open it up? No, just the angles just aren't there for the Jets at the moment. They're not working them very well. Throlfo with another clean up there to Howarth to Sharp. Sharp needs to get rid of it. That pass misses Allen, but it hits very fortuitously here for Collins. It's 2-on-1, but the defence get back. Hammond with a chance now, but the touch isn't there. She just hasn't been on at this stage. Milan Hammond. Here's Karapetis. And the ball is out. And they're just going to have to sort this out very quickly. So, got Apia versus Uni New South Wales at Valentine Sports Field. Macarthur Rams and Manly United. That should be a brilliant game. Third versus first at Linwood. I believe Sydney University and the Bulls Academy's been postponed. Sydney Olympic Football New South Wales Institute's been postponed. And the other match we have is Gladesville Ravens and Blacktown Spartans at Christie Park. So just make sure you stay tuned to all those games. You can watch the highlights of those games on Football New South Wales YouTube page. But make sure you stay at this one, because at 2-0, the most dangerous scoreline in football. Can the Jets hit back? Here's Allen, Collins, Hammond, Howarth, or is this Wallendow? No, it's Hammond. Sharp. Jets starting to get a little bit more of the lion's share of the football now as Karapetis. O'Hagan. Wallendow looks up, doesn't see a lot. Goes to Hammond. Sharp. Allen now. Can she use some of that trickery? Collins out to Howarth. There's no one in the box really. There's only one or two, and that one probably will run out. No, Collins does well. Goes to the byline. Allen. Cut out by the Spirit. Osborne turns away from trouble, goes to Kasher, and then Pridmore says, just steady on, girls. We've got the good lead. Let's not give it back. Let's not give it away. Kai Buchanan just held onto it too long. Sharp now gets the intercept. And then her radar is not on. And Katie Offer will gladly take those all evening. Oh, slipping over was Buchanan, but getting up in time. The pressure's here for the Jets. Here's Wallendow. Drives it in, and the shot was very tame from Collins. The top goal scorer for the Jets. She has 3 goals this year, but the fourth one wasn't going to be. Got a player that's hobbling there. It looks like O'Hagan, I believe. No, that's... we'll come back to that. Might be Adams. As here go the Spirit again. Abdul Masih with some trickery. Still going. That was Ella Abdul Masih. Morgan. Ball comes into Holder. And couldn't manipulate the defender to make that work for her. Jets was just about to say they're starting to get a foothold in this game, and then they turned it over. It's really just been a game dominated by poor passing. And the Spirit taking their opportunities. And they lead this one by 2-0 through the agency of Morgan Roberts in the 12th minute and an own goal from Karapetis, the number 12, in the 14th minute. Another turnover. But gets through. Is she offside here, Holder? The assistant referee didn't agree with me. Ella Buchanan with the throw. This is Kaya Buchanan now. Mistouch. Lucks of fortune there for the Spirit. To be fair, they're doing it quite comfortably. That's a nice touch. This is Osborne. Here's Roberts. Can she be first? Throlfo. Tidy. Adams, good turn. Holder just about took it off her. Morgan. Ball to Murray was very nice. Taken off the toe, but once again it's turned over, so Morgan tries to work inside. Beautiful skills here by Abdul Masih. Abdul Masih! 3-0. That was wonderful stuff. Ella Abdul Masih, number 11. Got through the defence like a knife through butter and placed the ball into the back of the net. 3-0 to the Northwest Sydney Spirit. 25 minutes gone here in this Football New South Wales NPL Women's First Grade match of the round on Football New South Wales. Forgive me for saying match of the round. It's a habit from other competitions I work in. So 3-0 to the Spirit. They're clearly dominant here. They're pressing. They're working hard. Their passing is a lot more crisp than the Jets, and every time the Jets make a mistake, they pounce. As evidenced by Ella Abdul Masih's goal. That was a very nice goal by Ella. And that takes her, I believe, to 2 goals for the season. Actually, it's her first goal of the season. Morgan Roberts has gone up to her 5th goal this season. Here's another chance. Goodness. Very sloppy evening here for the emerging Jets as the offside flag goes up to save the blushes. So Morgan Roberts scored her 5th goal of the season in the 12th minute. An own goal from Zoe Karapetis in the 14th. And Ella Abdul Masih has just scored in the 25th. And the Spirit, I'd say, are almost off to the races here. If they can get a 4th, I'd say to be pretty much done. 3-0. The Jets have the capability, but they get to 4. I'd say they're done. It'd be a real shame, though. I reckon they were expecting big things tonight. But the Spirit had other ideas, as here goes Buchanan again. And another untidy touch there by Karapetis. And just has to hack it away. The pressure is immense from the Spirit. Radar was a little off there from Holder. Just ticked over the 27-minute mark in this first half. Hope you're enjoying all the action on Football New South Wales on our YouTube page. Ashley Borg here for Football New South Wales. Northwestern Sydney 3, Emerging Jets 0. And they're doing it very comfortably, the Spirit. They're moving the ball with great pace. Very good technique. They're pinging the ball around the field here on the synthetic. And the Jets just aren't as clean as they normally are at home. And that's pretty much the story of this game so far. Karapetis now. They're doing it from 3 down. Wallendow's missed control and turned over in the centre of the pitch again. Osborne. That's tremendous stuff. Ella Abdul Masih. Can she get on the double? She's got time. Oh, what a finish. That is superb. Ella Abdul-Masih makes it 4. And after 29 minutes, this game is pretty much all she wrote. Northwestern Sydney Spirit 4, Emerging Jets 0. It's going to start becoming very, very ominous and quite dangerous now for the Emerging Jets. Ella Abdul-Masih, 2 brilliant finishes. And they've conceded 2 goals in 4 minutes, and it's goals in bunches again. It's all in the press. They're just swarming them at every opportunity. Josie Allen has barely touched the ball for the Jets. She's normally one that you can rely on to make some forward moves, but she's been literally penned in her own half. It's been a tremendous display by Northwestern Sydney. And they're on the break again. Abdul-Masih. Oh, here's Roberts. They need to stem the tide. I'm not sure if a substitution's going to be an offing, or not sure if Ryan Campbell will just let this go until half-time and make the changes, but something has to give. Abdul-Masih out to Holder. Roberts on the far post. And Holder with a snapshot. That could have been 5 also. This really and honestly, ladies and gentlemen, could have been 6 or 7 already in his first half. And that's not downgrading Emerging Jets. That's telling it like it is. It's actually really pumping up the positivity of the Spirit tonight. They've been fantastic. Not a side who's drawn 6 games, that's for sure. Should be a lot higher up the table on this performance. Roberts. 2 players on the back stick. Just got to hit one. Abdul-Masih. Over the bar. That could have been a hat-trick. Good ball there by Roberts. Did exactly what she needed to. Stood it up on the back stick. Abdul-Masih could not finish. 31 minutes gone, and it's 4-0 to the Spirit. And I reckon the Jet Spirit's pretty much broken. Holder. Here's another chance offside, and oh my goodness. Can see, just having a look across at Ryan Campbell, he's just waving his hands around and he's clearly not happy. Clearly he's not happy with what's happening out there, but unless you get another defender or a substitute 12th player on the field at the moment, the Spirit, they're just, everything they're touching is just turning to gold. And it's the opposite for the Jets, to be perfectly fair. Everything they've touched has not worked. Kai Buchanan basically doing what she likes back there. And it's had a bit of a tumble. Ref showing a fair degree of concern. We're just going to have a bit of a stoppage. So if you've just joined us, Morgan Roberts opened the scoring in the 12th minute. Zoe Karapetis scored an own goal in the 14th minute. And Ella Abdul-Masih with 2 goals in the 25th and the 29th minute. In this game in the 33rd minute, now we're ticking over, is 4-0 to the Northwestern Sydney Spirit. Can see what it means to the girls here. I'm not sure if the camera's onto them, but if you pan onto the Northwestern Sydney Spirit girls here closest to us, you can see what it means. Look at the body language is just absolutely upbeat. And if we go back to Ryan Campbell's girls, the Jets, he's given them a really stern talking to. You can see it in the background. You could just see the hands waving around. It's like a conductor at an orchestra. Oh, he's just set them out there and said, pick up your game, girls. You can see some of the young ladies here from the Spirit. They're really enjoying their evening here at Lake Macquarie. And Kaya and Ella Buchanan have been very instrumental in that. They've been terrific so far. Back out in the field now, and Morgan Roberts had a bit of attention. I want her out there. She's been superb. And so have the rest of them, perfectly honest. They've been completely dominant. Sharp. Allen now just playing that little bit further upfield. Hammond's been completely starved. And every time she's had a chance, she hasn't really controlled it. Adams is in the middle. And that ball goes straight to a defender. So Hammond now not... Hammond makes the block. They get it away again, the Spirit. They need to show some fight here as Osborne beats her opposite number in Sharp. Back to Murray, and that's going to go all the way to Offer. Roberts tries to wriggle out of trouble. Wallendow, and yes, they're a 14th place side on the ladder, but their passing's not usually this untidy. I can attest to that. They've just been right off today, the emerging Jets. It's been a real surprise. It's Murray who delivered a beautiful ball to set up the first goal. You'll watch that again. It's going to be one of the goals of the week. Buchanan tried to thread the needle. Threlfo's been reasonable, but then turns it over. That's Morgan again. Holder sees the keeper off her line and tries the cheeky lob. And tell you what, with a little bit less Weet-Bix, that might have been 5-0. It was on. Claire Holder trying to outdo her partner in crime in Morgan Roberts, who's on top of her now in the goal-scoring charts for the Spirit with 5 goals after that wonderful lob. And we're going to have a yellow card to Emma O'Hagan for kicking the ball away. She's frustrated, and I dare say the Jets girls are too. Shaking their head at the ref, but as I said, rules are rules. Here's the captain, Erin Pridmore. With a little bit more press, the Jets might have got that one. And someone's gone down here. That's Josie Allen. I didn't see what happened. To be perfectly fair, I was watching the play. But she looks very, very hurt indeed. She doesn't look in a good way. Might have gone over on her ankle, actually. And that doesn't look good. She's one of their better players, Josie Allen. And if she can't continue, a lot of the Jets' attacking options are going to diminish. Starting to try and get moving now. You can just watch her in the... I'm keeping an eye on her while the camera's back on the action. Trainer's trying to work with Josie Allen there, and she's hopping around like a little bunny rabbit on Easter. And another player goes down. I was going to say that's Savannah Murray, but it's not. I think it's actually Claire Holder. And Allen's back on the field. She's still a little wobbly in terms of her movement, but I'm sure she'll bounce back. 38 minutes gone here. We're in the 38th minute. Still 4-0. Here's Allen now. That'll test out the ankle. Hammond. That's a nice little dink over the top. Ball still in play. Opportunity for Adams. Went over her head. That could have been there for the Jets. Claire Adams retrieves. O'Hagan in support. Will she use it? No. Goes to Wallendow now. Wallendow gets it in the box. Defence trying to clear, and they just hack it away, the Spirit, through the agency of Kaya Buchanan. Got 7 minutes by my watch until the 45. We've had a couple of stoppages for injuries, so I'd say we'll probably go at least 2 or 3 minutes, if not more. But I've never refereed, so I couldn't tell you exactly how that works. Here's Adams. Oh, cheeky. Allen could have pounced on that, but they've only really had one shot, and Katie Off has been right there for it. It was a tame shot. Allen trying to work hard. Look at that. Gets the ball back, but nearly turns it over. Here's Karapetis. Wallendow turns it over. Buchanan in the right place at the right time. Ball's going to run out, is it? Karapetis has got a lot of time. She's got plenty of real estate to work with now. Press isn't quite on as it was in the first 10 or 15, and now it's coming. Here's Sharp, got to be quick. Morgan tried to pick the pocket. Kasha now. Kasha trying to look wide, and they've been very good at that, the Spirit. Using the wide players. Buchanan's had lots of time and space to work in. Here's Hammond now. He's got one down the middle. And that ball was not hard enough for Adams, and it's cleared away by Buchanan, who ricochets off Adams. And that should go out for a goal kick. Just to let everyone know, this week is Female Football Week. It's a nationwide initiative to celebrate the immense growth of women's football at all levels of the game and acknowledge and promote the important role that women play in developing football. And the objective of Female Football Week is to drive female participation at all levels of the game. And you could see by the quality of this game, you can see the game's gone a long way. The Matildas and the junior Matildas at the moment in the Asian Cup. We do have 2 emerging Jets girls at that, with Kiva Bray and Emma Dundas, who was in the semi-finals for the Newcastle Jets. Their results haven't been great so far. I believe they were beaten 3-0 by China and 5-1 by Japan, but here's an opportunity now for Wallendow. Is she going to play a player in? This is Collins, and the ball wasn't great. Just overhit. That's been the story of the Jets' evening, really. Overhit passes, mishit places, and turnovers of very poor quality. And so I do believe that Kiva Bray's been starting in goal for the young Matildas in those games in the Asian Cup. And how good is it to say that we've got in New South Wales quality of that calibre? Congratulations to Kiva and Emma Dundas on their selections. So here go the Spirit again. Karapetis first there. She'll be doing well to just let that run over the line. So Manly United 4 points on top of the ladder after last round. Sydney Olympic have a game in hand though. Another poor turnover. Roberts could be tempted to shoot. Does the discipline thing. Morgan, speculator. Probably got more elevation than power. Saw her warming up before the game. Her left foot was very, very sweet indeed. She was pinging them from all over the place and hitting the goal. Probably had a bit too much time. My esteemed cameraman Stephen said to me probably had a bit too much time on her hands, and that ball is going to also run into the dead area. So the MacArthur Rams are on 18 points after 9 games. So they're in third place. You've got Apia Leichhardt on 18 points after 10. As we see the Jets try and work this out of their own defence. They haven't been as clean at doing this today as what they have been. And Hammond trying to get those silky skills. The young lady originally from WA. Or at least playing in the WA system. The Stingrays, Gladesville Ravens and the Northern Tigers make out the top half of this ladder. And Northwestern Sydney Spirit are going to go to 12 points after this game. They're leading this one 4-0, and as much as you don't want to call a game in the first half an hour, I dare say the Spirit should win this one. And they'll go to 2 wins, 6 draws and 12 points. So they're going to try and work this out again here, the Jets. A little bit sharper now. Throlfo, Hammond. Had Wallen down the middle and just went back to Throlfo again. Allen now's got a chance. Adams is furthest wide, but she goes to the other wide player. This is Collins. Adams in a centre and Hammond now working into the box. Cross comes in and Offer in the right place at the right time with a quick release. Intercepted. O'Hagan now. Closing minute here of regular time. We have had some injuries. We're in the 45th. Still 4-0. Good challenge. That was Throlfo. Murray to Morgan. Morgan to Holder. Holder just not there. So we're in injury time now. Referee has the decision to make of how long we're out here. There were a couple of injuries. Northwestern Sydney Spirit have been absolutely dominant in this first half. They completely deserve their 4-0 lead, and it really could be 5, 6 or 7. And I say that with all sincerity and all due respect to both sides. It could have been more than the 4. The Jets have a free kick now. Got another yellow card here. It's quite difficult to spot or hear about the yellow cards. We just don't have that information in our earpiece. We're relying on other sources, such as my man behind the camera, Stephen. He's very observant and very grateful. He spots a lot of things I don't. So the Jets have a free one here. Can they peg one back before half-time? Claire Adams tried to disguise it and it curled wide. Good power on it, but often not troubled. Here's a chance for Adams now. Can she get around? Looked like she got dragged down. I don't say it's a penalty. I'd say it's a free kick on the edge of the box. And Claire Adams, rightly so, saying she just kicked the ball away, ref, and I reckon that's dissent. I reckon it's a yellow card for dissent there. So I think that's about the 4th or 5th yellow card in this game. Loves handing out the slice of cheese. Real chance for the Jets here on the edge of the box. That is clearly not 10 metres. I'd say the ref's going to drag these players back. So it's Claire Adams over the ball now for the emerging Jets. I'd say it's a direct strike. And over the bar. That was a good chance too, right in the area. She created it. Just closing in on the final seconds here of this first half. Final moments. We've played 2 3/4 minutes of over the elapsed 45. It's been a very comprehensive display by Northwestern Sydney. The Jets haven't had a lot of answers. So goals from Ella Abdul Masir. Oh, it's 2 from her, 1 from Morgan Roberts, and an own goal from Zoe Karapetis. Sees the Northwest Sydney Spirit 4, leading the Emerging Jets 0 at half-time. I'm Ashley Borg for Football New South Wales. Join us after an extended break for the second half action. Welcome back to Lake Macquarie Regional Football Facility here for the second half of this round 11 clash between the emerging Jets and the Northwestern Sydney Spirit. My name's Ashley Borg for Football New South Wales. Hope you're enjoying all the action. If you're a Spirit fan, you'd be loving the action. 2 goals to Ella Abdul-Masir, 1 to Morgan Roberts, and an own goal to Zoe Karapetis. Sees the scoreline at halftime, 4-0, and the referee gets us underway here for the second half. The real goal for the Jets here would to be holding the Spirit to nil and to try and get a couple back themselves and save some face, because, to be perfectly honest, it has not been a good display. The Spirit have been all over them from the first whistle. They'll be desperate to fight back. Just having a look to see if there are any changes at halftime, and don't really see any at this stage. We don't usually get told at the halftime break if there are any, but we will update you as soon as we can figure out, as soon as we can see any. Here's Allen. Collins now. Can they be the first to make a move here in his second half, the Jets? Here's Howarth. Just dwelling on the ball and trying to look for an option. Wallendale. Touch went missing from Adams, and she's just going to work hard to get it back, and they do. It's a good start for the Jets. They've just got to get their foot on the ball and keep possession. Not do that. A turnover there from Throlfo. And almost another one. They just play this brand of attacking football, the Jets. It's good to watch, but it also comes with a high risk, high turnover rate, as Ella Buchanan takes that throw in there for Spirit. They dominated possession on the right side of the field. The Spirit in the first half, they were very clean. They were generally very clean. Howarth now. Allen, good turn. Just needs to look for a teammate. Wallendow goes wide. This is O'Hagan. Searching. Hammond. Her control's been off today. This is Savannah Murray. Abdul-Masir. She's got 2. She scored them in the space of 4 minutes to get her first and second goal of the season. Ella Abdul-Masir. Very well taken goals too, I might add. If she's got a Huddle account, they'll be great for her highlight reel. Karapetis to Wallendow now. She's been noticeably more active in this second half, Chloe. Zoe Karapetis to Sharp. Threlfo dwells on it, turns it over. Now the Spirit come. Here are Osborne now. Here's Osborne. Turning it over again. So Allen. Don't have too many in front of her. And Northwest Sydney get time and space to get the ball back. This is Savannah Murray now. Murray's been good. Good pass there to Osborne. And a nice diving challenge by Isabella Threlfo, who's been solid in defence for the Jets. Now, if at times the screen looks like it's wobbling, I can tell you it's a big yes. It's probably because we're wobbling up here in the cherry picker. As I believe that's a throw-in. It could have been out, given out by the assistant referee, and a throw-in to the Jets. Quite a pleasant evening. It's not too cold. I've got the shorts on with the jacket up here in the cherry picker, and my colleague up here's got the long pants, and he's looking as comfortable as you can be with the long jumper. Great body work there, and that was Ella Abdul-Masir who who for mine's got to be one of the best on the field so far. Holder. Scrambled. Thought she got away with it, but Jets get a free kick. Putting a little bit more muscle into this second half, the emerging Jets. They'll need to. They're four goals in arrears, and if they want to make any semblance of coming back, they're going to need to score first, second and third, I'd suggest. Definitely not out of the realms of possibility, but in terms of probability, it'll be very low on the list as the Spirit now curl it in. Abdul Masir, that's going to be 5. And that's Erin Tavares, or Avantavare. She's just come onto the field as a substitute for the Spirit. Erin Tavares. Sixth minute of the second half. So 51 minutes. And it's 5-0 and looked very simple indeed. And I thought, to be fair, that Abdul Masih was going to come in and get a hat-trick, but she very intelligently let that go. So Erin Tavares. Might even just say Tavares even. Not as lucky as a couple of weeks ago where I got the pronunciations from another club. I believe that was Manly United. So I apologise to Erin and her family if she's if any one of what I've done is incorrect. And we're down the field again. This is Abdul Masih again. She's taking on defenders. She's looking for a hat-trick here. Ella Abdul Masih still going. Ella Abdul Masih went to pull the trigger and getting in the way was Zoe Karapidis. Say this is a corner. I don't know if they've actually had a corner in this match. They haven't needed them. That's for absolute certain. They're 5 to the good. And if the Jets aren't careful, this could be an absolute cricket score. Ball in was great. Oh, nearly going over the bar, Pridmore. Had the time, just not the accuracy. That could have been 6. And the way things have gone this evening for the Jets, they've conceded 2 in short periods, so they don't want to do it again. Otherwise, it could be 6 really quickly. Josie Allen going back to her compadre. Trying to reset and work the ball along the deck now, Threlfo. On down, she let it go ahead and then ran into trouble, but she's very lucky. Chloe Wallendown. It ends up here with, I believe it's O'Hagan to Adams. It's cut off by Buchanan, Kaya. Allen now working in the pocket. Got all the space there for Howarth. They just have to see her. Howarth's got it now. Closing it was Murray. Collins trying to work in the box. Left foot shot perhaps. Here's a go from Adams, but I reckon the left foot shot from Collins was probably the better option if she had the left foot. And we're not going to say she doesn't, but she didn't want to pull the trigger on that occasion. Been a disappointing evening for the emerging Jets. I dare say they would have been filled with a fair degree of hope today. They've got some of their Newcastle Jets A-League stars back in their A-League Jets players back into this one, and they just haven't performed as a unit. They generally perform a lot better as a unit. Just hasn't happened for them today. As O'Hagan, she's going to cut that off before it goes out. She does. Well defended, Ella Buchanan. She's been tremendous at right back. Tony Candy would be absolutely ecstatic in the coach's box for the Spirit. They have really come here full of energy, and the Jets have not known what to do. They just haven't had the answers, really, and they've turned the ball over, and every time they've done it in an area where they can potentially concede a goal, they've paid. Nice ball. Oh, cheeky back heel. This is Allen. Finish it. And does. That was a lovely little back heel. I believe that was Alexis Collins. And then Josie Allen finished it off with a plum. So, signs of life from the Jets. 56 minutes gone, and it's 5-1. And that's exactly what Ryan Campbell would have needed to see earlier. They've got 35 minutes. 4 goals is a lot of goals in that time period. But you can see by the skill just then, they've got the ability. Sharp. Wallendow. So we've had 2 goals in this half. Aaron Tavares in the 51st minute and Josie Allen in the 56th. Still trying to see who's come off the ground for the Spirit. I believe it's Morgan in the 4 that may have come off. We just don't get those things up here in the broadcast area. The cherry picker probably is a little bit too high to get that. As Hammond now sends that one out for a corner. They can get a second goal really quickly. The Spirit will be starting to look over their shoulder. Maybe just a little glance. It won't be a full turn. Be just a very small glance. Short corner. Allen's got the skill to drill it. Just got deflected. Murray now trying to turn defence into attack. Have a look at her go. Strength. Goes around. She's going to have to keep it going. This is Morgan Roberts. Back to Murray. Murray's got a bit of time. Goes back to Roberts. Roberts sends it in. Osborne, how's the turn? Gets on the turn, shoots. It's a good save by Dunbar. That was dangerous. Morgan Roberts could have added a second for her and a 6th for the Spirit. Flirting with danger here, emerging Jets, but they get out of trouble again. They do it very well, for the most part. It costs them goals, but when they do it well, it looks extremely good. Very pleasing on the eye to watch. Football in its purest form. Pridmore. Murray takes it in a stride. Went to go for the give and go, but it's a throw into the Spirit. Tavares. Hammond now. Tavares takes it off her feet. Well played, Erin Tavares. She's come on and she's looking to make the difference. Scored a goal. Being involved in a lot of play. Allen's trying to get involved too. Howarth turns it back over. Here's Pridmore. Good turn out of trouble by Kasha to Tavares. Sharp's got it now for the Jets. How can they play it? This is Collins. Her tricky footwork set up the first goal for the Jets. Wallendow. They're going backwards here. Hammond, and just again, really, Milan Hammond's touch. The quality of the ball hasn't quite been there, but her touch really hasn't matched or lived up to it, really. She's working hard. Just isn't working for her today. Kasha. Bit of a midfield battle here at the minute. Oh, Tavares skills. Great ball to Osborne. Sending Abdul Masih free. Can she get round Howarth? She does. Abdul Masih cuts it back. Defending from Zoe Karapetis, a lot more assured. But just couldn't clear it away. So Abdul Masih still wants to get on the scoreboard for a third. Absolutely. Nice ball in. Header! Oh, it's come off the crossbar and it's in. Morgan Roberts, that's a terrific header. Wonderful cross in. And it's 6-1. They're on fire here, Northwest Sydney. They came here for all 3 points and are going to go home with all 3. 61 minutes gone. Jets are shell-shocked. That was a wonderful cross. The header was equal to the cross, right off the crossbar, and Dunbar really had no chance. That was pinpoint. So it's 6-1 now to the Spirit. Here goes Sharp around the defender. They don't stop trying, the Jets, but I tell you, what they lack in composure at times, and they get a bit defensive, frailty defensive, they make up for in absolute heart and determination, these girls. They are, in effect, juniors in a senior grade competition. We do have a couple of those. We've got the Bulls Academy and a Football New South Wales Institute. It's wonderful to see it, actually, the growth of the game, and a great week for it too, Female Football Week. As I said before, nationwide initiative to celebrate the immense growth of women's football at all levels of the game and acknowledge and promote the important role women play in developing football. And to all our women who play and all the girls who play and all of our administrators, referees and coaches, we say thank you as Hammond tries to drill it in and it goes wide of the goal, and Offa will probably do as much moving now as she has for the entire game. To be perfectly fair, retrieving that ball, eating some time off the clock, and just relishing in the fact that they're 6-1 to the good. And Ella Abdul Masih, the West Sydney Wanderers scholarship holder, she was one in 2023. And here's another chance now. This is Roberts. I think she's looking for a hat-trick. Holder now. She's got a powerful shot. Unleashes. Oh, that is tremendous. Top corner. And from the second Claire Holder had that shot, you knew it was going to be dangerous. 64 minutes gone, 7-1 to the Spirit. Claire Holder with a bomb from downtown. Got some changes and it's going to give a few girls a run, I'd say. Ryan Campbell. But gee, that bomb from Holder, that was a beauty. So 64 minutes. 7-1. A few changes for the Spirit. We'll call out the names when we get them. It's a bit difficult here at this field. We don't get any signage or any knowledge of who does what. But we will update you as we can. So the Spirit. Ruby Sullivan's on the field. I believe she's only 14 years old, Ruby Sullivan. But I'll just have a quick look at that. I was taking some notes earlier today. Yeah, she's only 14 years old, Ruby Sullivan, in the 53. Look out for her today. For the Spirit. And for 48's on the field, that's Nikita Fazari. So she's on as well. She was a National Futsal Championship representative for New South Wales. Abdul Masir still on. She wants a hat-trick. She'd be gutted if her coach took her off, Tony Candy. She'd be really looking for it now. They've got the thirst. They've got the hunger for more goals here, the Spirit. Oh, that's great skills, Tavares. Laura Knipe on the field now for the Jets in the 14. You'd thought she would start today, but she started a lot of games for the Jets, but with Wallendow and Hammond on the field, she's just had minimised game time today. And so I think just having a look around for seeing who else might be off the field here as Fazari gets on the ground. And that ball's just going to trickle out. So I believe Isabella Threlfo's off in the 10. And this ball getting cleared. Oh, gee, that's dangerous again, Allen. Allen looked like she was fouled. She rode it and went. Adams. Touch wasn't good there from Collins. Collins fouls Fazari, and their free kick to the Spirit. They've come on and they've meant business from the first whistle, really, the Spirit. They've come here wanting to win. They've had 6 draws this year. They probably would have gone, you know what, if we don't punish the Jets every time they make a mistake, they'll pounce when we do. They've just been completely dominant here as this ball comes in. Another chance here. Kasha trying to cash in. That's a foul on the edge of the box, and that'll go to the Jets. So 7-1 here to the Northwest Sydney Spirit. This looks like Savannah Murray that's come off. Yep, she's had a great game today, Savannah. You're loving life at 7-1, that's for sure. So the Jets trying to work it around. That's a nice ball out wide. Howarth, sorry. So Howarth turns back. That's Sian Wild in the 6 that's on the field. We'll just keep picking up the changes as we get them. So Knipe's got it now. Unlucky there. The pass wasn't too bad. The turnover was on. This is Abdul Masir. Good ball to Roberts. Opportunity for a hat-trick. Well blocked. The block stopped it because that looked like it was going to be okay. So Sullivan now in a duel with probably someone her own age there in Collins. Or someone similar to her own age. Kasha. Ella Buchanan. He's done brilliantly at right back today. Looks like she's shifted back into a central defensive type role now. Actually come back out. She's pushing high up the park, so it's probably me that's wrong. Tavares. Defensive pride, not good. Allen nearly turned it over. Abdul Masir strong. Tavares. Oh, it's tough in the clinches. Even though it's 7-1, the Jets are still trying to make a real game of it here. Sullivan's first real opportunity to pass, just a little bit off the radar, but given she's 14 years old, I reckon we can forgive her. The skipper in Pridmore working hard. Fazari. Oh, that was a tough challenge. Ball come through here to Roberts. Roberts on the byline. Oh, Dunbar nearly. I reckon she almost put that into her own net and she spilled it. And It's gone out for a corner, and it's amazing with goalkeepers, isn't it? They can handle a tough shot and then the simplest of dinks, and they make it look difficult. So it's 7-1 here. We're approaching this. We're into the 70th minute here now. Hope you're enjoying all the action on Football New South Wales. Ashley Borg is my name. That's a good ball in. Cleared away well. And Fazari doing the disciplined thing. That's a nice ball in. Touch from Pridmore. That was intelligent. If it had someone running onto it, it was a terrific little header into the box. Karapetis hasn't stopped trying. That's Knipe there with a nice ball to release, and that's been missing from the Jets today. A good pass like that one. And they've gone back to the turnover ball. So Abdul Masir. Turnover now. The Collins. There's so many defenders here. She's going to have to do this on her own. Collins still going. Oh, nice square up. Here's a chance for the Jets. Hammond. Hammond still with the football. Goes backward. Probably should have pulled the trigger. Just hasn't been her night, Milan Hammond. Ball still here now for Allen. Oh, that's a fair shot. But Katie Offer's not going to concede a goal from out there. She's had very little to do, Katie Offer. Sullivan. Just ran out of real estate, Ruby Sullivan. It was a good little trickery there. Good bit of play. Shows a lot of promise. Good to see Tony Candy give the youngsters some minutes. Give them all an opportunity now. The game's well and truly over. Really, the only real questions are how much is the margin? And can Abdul Masir or Roberts get a hat-trick? They're both still on the field, the 13 and the 11 for the Spirit. So next week, our match of the round on Saturday the 18th of May will be the Spirit versus the Stingrays at Christie Park Field. And on Sunday we've got the Bulls Academy versus the MacArthur Rams, Manly United and Sydney University. Apia Leichhardt versus the Emerging Jets at Lambert Park. Blacktown Spartans versus the Football New South Wales Institute at Blacktown Football Park. That one should be quite a close game with those two sides down the bottom of the table. Sydney Olympic and Gladesville Ravens at Peter Moore Field, and the University of New South Wales taking on the Northern Tigers at the Village Green. So make sure you go to the Football New South Wales YouTube page to check out all of those games live and exclusive. Go to the Football New South Wales website to make sure you're up to date with all of the previews, reviews, statistics, and all of the goings-on in the NPL New South Wales women's competition, as well as the NPL men's competition. That's a close race as well. Abdul Masir with the football. Sullivan. She's getting some touches here, the youngster. It's great to see the 14-year-old on the pitch. Pridmore. Very nicely played. Sullivan has just, Buchanan's just been tremendous today. Ella Buchanan. Back to the keeper. In trouble now. Sean Wild to Knipe. Knipe swings it wide again and releases. Howarth trying to call for it. Here's Collins. Held onto there by the skipper, Pridmore. She's going to get a yellow card for her troubles. We're approaching the 75th minute here of this round 11 match. It promised to be a lot more than what it has been. I was expecting a greater challenge here from the emerging Jets. They're passing and they're running off the ball is just not being where it is. I'd say the running off the ball and their passing have been the two things that have let them down today. They're just not getting into the spaces they normally try to get into. Their work rate's there. It's the off-the-ball stuff that they've just missed out on. And every time they've turned a ball over or they've made a mistake in a crucial area, the Spirit have absolutely punished them today. The quality of some of these goals have been tremendous. And, you know, just the exclamation mark was the Morgan Roberts header in the 61st minute. That was quality. Claire Holder's bomb from outside the box. That was just tremendous in the 64th minute. Abdul Masir's goals were quality. And even Erin Tavares, her goal when she's come on, she took that very well. It's just been an all-round brilliant display from Northwestern Sydney. Got the long drive up down the M1 and they'll enjoy every bit of it on the way home tonight. Sullivan with another touch. Abdul Masir twisting and turning. Sending Howarth in an absolute spin. Tavares goes back to the skipper. And Offa very grateful for a touch in this one as it gets a little bit cooler here at Lake Macquarie Regional Football Facility. 77 minutes into this game and the score is 7-1. We hope you're enjoying all the action on the Football New South Wales YouTube page. That's quite a cynical looking tackle, but the referee said play it. It was good challenge in the air from Laura Knipe. Adams turns it over now to Collins. Adams going to run through. Can Claire Adams get a second for the Jets? Oh, that is a terrific finish. Claire Adams had a lot of work to do. Finished it with aplomb. That's a great goal for her. 7-2 here at Lake Macquarie Regional Football Facility. 77 minutes into the game. She initiated the turnover. It went to Collins. Collins fed her through. She still had work to do. But by goodness, did she finish that off well. And a bit more of that urgency, and this game may not have been exactly where it is now. Here's another turnover. They've got a big lead, the Spirit. They probably want the goal difference, so as Howarth. Howarth now. Back to Sharp. Howarth again. Knipe's been very good while she's been on. Still make a case for her to have started this game, really. She's got such clean passing. Jets trying to work it between them. O'Hagan gets it out of play. And so the emerging Jets next week, they take on Arpia Leichhardt, who at the moment sit fourth on the table. Definitely not going to be an easy challenge for them next week. No challenge generally is in the NPL women's competition. And a Northwest Sydney Spirit, they take on the Illawarra Stingrays. And the Stingrays were beaten today 3-2. So they're right for the picking, I reckon, Illawarra. The Spirit on today's performance can possibly be going for 2 wins in a row. Here's Fazari. Fazari to Kasha, and it's turned over. Here's Kaya Buchanan. Tavares. Collins. Oh, nice feet. Allen. Got into traffic. Turns it over now. Adams. Adams has Pridmore to beat. Takes a strike. Pridmore too good in the defensive effort. The skipper stands up for the Spirit. Nice play, Collins, but it's just gone too far. Out for a goal kick. So Josie Allen adds on another goal to the tally this year to make it 2 on the season. And Claire Adams, that was her second of the season as well in today's game. Morgan Roberts is now up to 6 goals. Claire Holder's on to 5. So some great contributors there for the Spirit. Just adding to the goal tally is Collins. Turns out of trouble. It was very well done, Howarth. Layla Sharp. Laura Knight for the emerging Jets now. Sharp. Lost control. The pressure was good. Referee says free kick Jets. And a yellow card. Probably dissent. Thou shalt not talk to me. We do have to respect our referees. I absolutely get that as a former AFL umpire myself. So if you're not happy with the decision, you're best off walking away. In all due respect. You just talk yourself into the referee's book. That looked like Osborne. Howarth in a bit of trouble here. Gets herself in a pocket. Osborne. Sian Wild shorted up a little bit in the defensive area since she's been on the field. But that's Laura Knight's first turnover, but she works hard to get it back. Kai Buchanan now. Well, here's an opportunity for the Jets now. Oh, I thought they were closer than what they were. Great turn, Abdul Masir. Abdul Masir has Roberts. Bypasses her, goes past Wild. Shoots! Oh, that would have been an absolute spectacular hat-trick. But it's just gone over the bar. Ella Abdul Masir. She's in the mood to get a hattie. Wow. That had some venom on it and it just went over. Karapetis to Howarth. Hammond's in the middle. Oh, well defended. On a top spin there by Tavares. Glides past Sharp. And then Ella Abdul Masir says, didn't you just see me run about 50 or 60 metres? I'm not chasing that. And the Jets will have a throw in. Collins turns it over to Morgan Roberts. Osborne. Osborne now cuts it. Oh, I thought she got through, but that looked like Sian Wild again as the referee pays another free kick to the Jets. It's been a reasonably open game, but geez, so many yellow cards. As Layla Sharp comes off, she's had a solid game, and I think Howarth's going to come off also. Actually, that looks like Alexis Collins is coming off, so Zoe Daly is on, and we see a myriad of changes here. So 15, 7, and 11 is off. Actually, so we've got Zoe Daly on. The 11 is Ruby Jones. She's on the park. And we'll just try and ascertain the other one. So it was, and number 2, Amelia Grace Elder, who had a terrific game in reserve grade about an hour and a half ago. She was excellent in defence for the Jets. She comes on the field for about the last 6 minutes. And we've just ticked over to the 85th minute here. So 7 goals to 2. It's been high scoring. It's been high octane. It's been high error. Mostly from the Jets. Now it comes off as she actually wants to try and get a touch of the football here. She's been starved of it, really. Not a bad thing for goalkeepers. Here's Knipe trying to work through. Still rolling. What can Josie Allen do here? She's got it. Still working. Works with the teammate. Works with Jones now. Allen. Nice touch to Jones. Daly on the wing. I'm not sure why she went all the way back there. And that's the first time I've seen the ball go over that net here at Lake Macquarie Regional Football Facility. As Morgan Roberts comes off the field, I believe. And there's a one-man standing ovation there in the back. And she's had a terrific game, Morgan Roberts. Scored 2 goals, and she's been tremendous. The second one, actually, they were both great goals, the header and the chip. Kayla Osborne comes off the field also. And so the Spirit have emptied their bench also. Allen tries to spin. We're just going to have a look and see these numbers. .34, I think it is. Sienna Hawkins here. She's on the field. And that could actually be the number 31. And if it is, it's Georgia Fasalo. And if it's the 2, it's Rachel Perrins. So I'll just see who that is. Actually, might be the 5, Victoria Martin, who's on the field for Northwest Sydney Spirit. And she's going to make the most of this last 5 minutes, that's for sure. Victoria Martin as Daly now gets on the ball. Cuts inside. Looks to the out. Jones. That was an off the side of the boot cross. And with 3 minutes to go right now until injury time, Katie Offer will just take her sweet time. It's been over as a contest since about the 21st, I'd say the 29th minute, when it was 4 goals to 0. Erin Tavares came on in the second half and scored in the 51st minute to make it 5-0. Josie Allen made it 5-1 in the 56th. And this is Josie Allen on ball now. Look at her go. Left it short, and the tackle was tremendous. And guess who? 17, Ella Buchanan. I know there's been a lot of attacking options today, but Ella Buchanan has cut out pretty much all of the Jets' options. She's been outstanding in defence today. I reckon you might see her in the team of the week this week. So Tavares came on it after halftime. That was 5-0. Josie Allen made it 5-1. And then Morgan Roberts made it 6-1. Claire Holder made it 7-1 with a fantastic strike in the 64th minute. And Claire Adams has bridged the gap to 5 in the 77th and made it 7 goals to 2. So we've had 5 goals this half and 4 in the first, as Jones tries to chase that down in the dying moments. But we'll make sure we have a big recap of the match after the final whistle. We'll get all the goal scorers in. We'll make sure you have all of those details. Just making sure you are aware of all of what's going on in the Football New South Wales NPL Women's Division, first grade. So the Spirit have the Illawarra Stingrays next week at Christie Park Field. And just waiting to see what happens here. The Jets play Apia Leichhardt at Lambert Park next week, and they'll want to be better than this. Otherwise, Apia will absolutely rack up a cricket score. As Abdul Masir on the wing feeds it in. That was a very tricky cross to deal with, and it was dealt with well by Elder. Abdul Masir, she's going to try another shot. Goes off the outside, off the Jets player, and it goes out for a corner. And we're counting down to the last 15 seconds of the 90. Temperatures come right down now. Not a breath of wind. I reckon my cameraman Stephen just breathed more wind than there was there from his trying to blow the little puff of cloud in here. He's trying to warm himself up, Steve. He's got the long pants and a jumper and still a little chilly. We're 90 minutes in now, and it's up to the referee as to how much longer we're out here. At 7-2, all we're looking at now is to see if there's any more goals in this game. And Tavares, Abdul Masir, Fazari. Not a good touch there by Martin, but it's retrieved. Back to Martin. Can she feed in another cross, or can she go to the byline? Solid defending. Ref says free kick. Well, to be fair, it's been a better second half for the Jets. 3-2 in the second half, but it was the first 4 goals in the first 29 minutes that killed them. They were just absolutely beaten up in the first half, and the Spirit took full advantage. Daly tries in vain to get that. Tony Candy's team, he'd be absolutely ecstatic. They'll be going down the highway with all 3 points. And they'll be up to 12 points on the table. It'll take them up to 9th, depending on results. It's a great result for them. Pridmore's been very instrumental as well in the defence. Been good with her passing and overall defending. Adams has tried hard for the emerging Jets. Just 2 minutes into this period of injury time now. Referee, I don't reckon they'd be more than another minute away here. Maybe 2, if that. Checks the watch. Knipe, good release to Daly. Can Daly get onto this one? No, defensively Sullivan was tremendous, the 14-year-old. Beautiful ball. This is Hawkins. Hawkins, can she get an 8th late in this game? Sienna Hawkins. Hawkins still working. Referee's got a decision. Play on's the call. Hawkins not happy. Here's Hammond. Goes back into trouble and sells Elder up the river, really, and Sean Wild's going to clean it up. A spirited performance today by Northwestern Sydney. They've been dominant in all areas of the game. And the final score in a demolition. The Northwestern Sydney Spirit 7, Emerging Jets 2. Your goal scorers, Morgan Roberts started it in the 12th minute. An own goal from Zoe Karapetis in the 14th minute made it 2-0. Terrific goals from Ella Abdul Masir in the 25th and 29th made it 4-0. Erin Tavares came on after half-time and made it 5-0. Josie Allen attempted to make the scoreline respectable in the 56th minute for 5-1. And then Morgan Roberts with an absolute brilliant header, and Claire Holder with a strike from outside the box in the 61st and the 64th minute made it 7-1. Claire Adams bridged the gap to 5 in the 77th minute. The final score here on Mother's Day from Lake Macquarie Regional Football Facility sees the Northwestern Sydney Spirit 7 defeat the Emerging Jets 2. I'm Ashley Borg for Football New South Wales. Happy Mother's Day to all the mums, and to everyone else, have a wonderful week ahead, and we'll see you for round 12.